Kyrie Jesu Domine, dona eis requiem.
Good morning, and you heard the warning siren. It's a Black Hat commentary, although we're swapping out the black hat today to go back to a biker's bandana. We like the American flag bandana quite a bit. So that's today's headwear. Scott Adams, the Dilbert guy, who's actually an economist turned cartoonist. And one of the guys I like to listen to, even though I don't agree with him on a number of things, he's always very thoughtful and reasoned and positive. So he got a lot going for him. Said basically, he made a bold statement. We need to get rid of teachers' unions. That teachers' unions have a stranglehold on education and do not allow competition, and basically preach a prevailing orthodoxy, which is true. So but that's controversial. I was a child of public education. I got in before the cabinet position created by President Carter, which became a disaster because when it was there was always a Department of Education apparently since the beginning of last century, 1901. But to make it a cabinet position gives it a lot more clout and gives it a lot more federal jurisdiction. And I think Scott Adams has some good points that public education has brainwashed our children into poor thinking more than anything else. That they're incapable of seeing the problems that beset American life and only see the maladies that they complain about. And Scott Adams uses the example of police violence against blacks, which is very real, but that there are bigger problems underlying that need to be addressed. And I may not be representing him right. Go listen to him. Go find his podcast. But I'm in full favor of charter schools as a way to change the dynamic. Even though some of those charter schools may embrace the same political ideologies that make the public schools such a crap fest. But homeschoolers, I'm all in favor of. Parochial schools are great, although they don't pass on the faith like we believe they do. I don't mind going on the record of that. They are not the vehicle for that. We have the results to show. You know, more than likely the kids that go to the parochial school system to keep the faith would have done so if they'd been homeschooled or public, is because faith is a family lived experience. If your parents don't take faith seriously, the odds of you taking it seriously are greatly diminished. Not always, because if you have an awakened mind and heart, you'll seek out the truth, and that leads to God. But we live in an age of distraction, not mindfulness. So, you know, there's that whole problem. So I'm all in favor of charter schools and the undermining of the... If I was Trump, assuming he gets reelected, which I hope he does, you never know because things can get worse. And if things get bad enough, there'll be a push for change. Even though somebody like Joe Biden is a total joke. But yeah, I call it good public education. It was great. I am very thankful for my education in Ellsbury. I cannot speak more highly of it. But public education today does not help students become good citizens. It does not prepare them to ask thoughtful questions about life. It does not teach them any sense of gratitude towards this American experiment. You know, their ignorance of history or the distortion of history is frightening to me. You know, pulling down statues. Hey, leave all the statues alone. Better to explain why they're wrong. Put up a protest plaque next to it saying, you know, that's one way to look at this heroic person. We think of this person as a traitor to the cause, and here's why, ... Like I can understand if people would want to say that about rebel soldiers. They're Americans who betrayed the Republic. Now they got brought back in, and they fought for what they believed was right, but we believe that what they were fighting for was wrong. Although again, it's, you know, there's a lot to say on a Friday video. Anyway, Department of Education can go. Public education needs serious reform. Scott Adams is probably right. Break the teachers union so they no longer have a stranglehold on determining competition. God bless everybody. Happy Friday. It's always a good day.